Pokemon is a fun game. What could make it even harder? Introducing the Pokemon Nuzlocke. For those of you who have been living under a rock, a Pokemon Nuzlocke is a way to make a game designed for literal toddlers to a game suitable for Harvard graduates. If you don't know the rules, I'll explain it real quick. You can only catch the first Pokemon you run into per route. I actually forgot about the rule during my Nuzlocke, which you'll know later. If a Pokemon faints, it dies, and you have to nickname your Pokemon to have an emotional attachment to it, so when it dies to a freaking Jinx, you can actually cry or feel sad. Unlike someone. Now the typical Nuzlocke is kinda easy, and I wanted a challenge. So I chose the hardest Pokemon ROM to Nuzlocke. Pokemon Too Many Types. It's basically Pokemon Emerald, but with a bunch of new types. So, let's get started. This was a painful journey to say the least. After getting out of the moving truck, I saw Professor Birch getting chased by a level 2 Poochyena, which, not gonna lie, I could just frickin' kick with my leg. I look in his bag to see what Pokemon I got. I saw a Chikorita, a Popplio, and a Fennekin. I chose the Fennekin. Now you might think Fennekin is a mono fire type, but you're wrong. It is a fire magic type.
Hocus pocus, you've lost your focus.
I go to Professor Birch's lab. He thanks me. Dude. Professor Birch. You are not cut out to be a Pokemon professor if you keep running from level 2 Poochyenas. I could literally punch it into space and just keep going with my day. But whatever. Give me my Pokemon. I got a Fennekin, which I promptly named Blaziken, and then I walked around Route 103, and then I saw May. Now, I really wanted to name my rival in this game, so let's go say our rival is Brandy. Hey Brandy, let's go see if you can beat me from the inside out. And I beat her Popplio with my Blaziken. Then I went back to Birch's lab and got my Pokédex and some Pokéballs. And my Pokemon journey has now officially begun. Rocking around Route 101, I saw a Sentret. Huh. I've been wanting to go to Akumula Town for vacation soon. Wanna come with? Sentret! Alright then, go! Pokeball! I nicknamed her Carrots and saw the same level 2 Poochyena that was chasing Professor Birch, who wants a blood-curdling revenge on my Blaziken. So you're the Poochyena who's been chasing my professor, huh?
Poochyena.
I like ya.
Poochyena.
And whilst the Poochyena was crashing out, I caught it and named it Rabies. And then I had my first Pokemon battle with youngster Calvin, which I promptly ended with one flame charge and caught a low tab named Marijuana and then went to Petalburg City. After seeing my dad who went to go get milk and helping the weird kid catch a Pokemon, I went into the Petalburg Forest, and I saw a Devon researcher running from an Alpha Grunt, who I swiftly beat with Blaziken. Then I made it to Rustboro, and after beating all the gym trainers, I challenged Roxanne. Now, she deals with the ancient type. This battle was harder than the typical Roxanne, but we still squeaked by and earned our first gym badge. Then, I forgot to heal in the Pokemon Center, and my Pokemon were pretty wounded. So, what's the worst that could happen? Well... due to my negligence and my Marijuana being at a cool 9 HP, my Marijuana died to a level 9 Whisper's Hyper Voice. After breaking out of 2 of my Pokeballs, she used 2 Hyper Voices and killed Marijuana. Well, that's unfortunate. So I took that death and moved on. After beating the Aqua Grunt's Bone Suite and rescuing that one Sailor Dude's Wingull, I headed to Dewford Town. At this point, my Blaziken and Carrots evolved, so this gym would be easy, right? Oh, just you wait and see! I entered the gym and I smelled the awful smell of body odor and feet and seeing pitch black darkness. I turned on my flashlight to see mounds of Axe body spray, some Pokemon watching OnlyFans, and a Discord moderator on the right on Discord. I fought Brawly. His Mankey gone down with a Teddy Tumble, but his sock was next. And oh my god, This Pokemon must had extra OnlyFans time or something for being this good, because he killed my Blaziken with 2 double kicks! Then, after heel stalling a bit with my Furret also eventually went down to that frickin' Sock's double kick! After all 2 of my members died, you think this is the end of my Nuzlocke. Well, before challenging Roxanne, I put Rabies in the box. Okay, Rabies, you can make Professor Birch scared. Make that Sock scared too. You can do it. After going in the cave and catching a bonsai that I named Mr. Oak and Captain Magikarp, which I evolved into a Gyarados, and Rock Arms the Geodude who I put in the box before going into Brawly's stinky gym again. Same old, beat the Mankey and get beat by Sock and have another 3 dead Pokemon. After catching Gears the Clink, the Prime Steel Geist type, and a Ralts and another Lotad named Mary Jane to avenge marijuana, I caught a P-Dove named Bird and re-entered Brawly's gym. Oh, Nasai, you can never defeat me and my OnlyFans watching Pokemon. Oh yeah? Watch me! I sent out Bird and beat his Mankey with an air cutter and took some of Sock's HP before recalling it and sending out Mary Jane, who died because of Sock's double kicks. What a disgrace to the Lombre family. I sent out Bird, killed that frickin' Sock with some air cutters, and then we finished the match out with an air cutter. Give me my gym badge! You suck, you murderer! Then I went to Slateport, and along the way I caught Angie the Whismer, kicked out Team Aqua from the Oceanic Museum, and rocked on Route 210, caught some Pokemans I saw, and I saw Brandy on Route 110 vibing. So, of course I begged to battle her. This battle was surprisingly pretty easy. After catching some more Pokemon, it was time to enter Watson's gym. Sadly, this was the end of the road for Trainer Nussin, as all of his Pokemon will be dead by a certain one. Whenever I enter the gym and challenge Watson, who deals with prime types, every frickin' attempt, I die to this frickin' Whimsicott. This Whimsicott who jumps up whenever an Alpharette stream starts, right? That Whimsicott wanted to harass a chatter, and that chatter was me. And he went all the way to Hoenn, and was waiting for me at the Mauville gym, ready to sweep my whole team with hype trains that never misses or ends. Every team I tried, every frickin' strategy, and I still can't beat this frickin' Whimsicott. 5 attempts later, and all my Pokemon were dead to this monster of a Pokemon. Man, Brandy's gonna make so much fun of us when she finds out. I was devastated. Everyone who has a first Nuzlocke has won. But I lost. I couldn't take that. I was a disgrace to the Nuzlocking community as a whole. But I have built up anger. I am so pissed off at the creator. Mother Trucking Jacob Alpharette. Or his full name, John Jacob Raven 4. You made this a hard Nuzlocke. After that Onyx died, Mewtwo the Onyx died, you wanted blood-curdling revenge, so you added this Whimsicott, and every time someone's Nuzlocke ends, you laughed maniacally, knowing that you ended some teenage animator's Nuzlocke. Well, I'm not taking that, Alpharette. Let's talk about the unlawful Onyx deaths, shall we? That Onyx had great things coming from its mom and dad. It could be a Pokemon lawyer, a doctor, an engineer. But it got caught by Jacob Alpharette and was forced into battling until it died, knowing it would do good for its master. But instead, a guy named Brayden, we'll call him Captain for convenience, has a brain capacity of a child, and told Alpharette to send out Onyx, because you could give the Quick Claw to Mewtwo, and Mewtwo died, all because Captain decided to know that Gen 3 Sturdy only frickin' worked on frickin' one-hit KO moves. Couldn't you have used greater of your smooth brain and stop thinking like a child? You know what? Let's rename you from Captain to Captain Kid. A good name for your childish brain. And now this innocent Onyx is dead because of you.
Oh, Jacob. So naive. Trusting someone with a name like Captain Kidd always means trouble. Oh, and let's also talk about a Groudon. Jomdom the Groudon. You humiliated that Groudon so hard when you made it die to another Groudon. That is a disgrace. It wanted to be the best Groudon, a champion Groudon, but instead, it died to a weaker Groudon. What a humiliating way for Jomdom to die. It could die in a tie, but it died a loser. All because Jacob did not use the full capacity of his smooth brain. And many more that will make this video way too long. But to get my revenge, I want someone whom equally has a disdain for Alpharad like me. Who has a blood-curdling thirst for revenge like me. I'm talking about Jan. I know, I only get 5 views and I'm a 15-year-old loser. But you have to know that both of us have a similar disdain to Alpharad. And I get it. Both of you kissed one time and you resolved your differences and yada yada yada. But deep down, inside, is an Onix. Mewtwo the Onix, who is waiting to be avenged.
Yeah, actually I'd be fine with an Onix named Mewtwo.
Shut up, Brayden! Along with a Jomdom too, who's embarrassed and also wants to get revenge. Because we have to get revenge on Alpharad. Not because of the Whimsicott, but to avenge all the Pokemon that died under his ownership. But it isn't to say, even if I got my revenge on Alpharad, I still failed my first Pokemon Nuzlocke. A disgrace to the Pokemon Nuzlocke community, or what is commonly referred to as a skill issue. I still failed, but even though I lost, we can still flip off this frickin' Whimsicott together.
Hey guys, thanks for watching another video. This video took like a while to make. It took me like 2 weeks to make this singular video. Even though I made a 16-minute video in the same amount of time. But this has more animation, more lip sync, more etc. So go hit that subscribe button. Anyways, yeah, don't diss Alpharad. I actually really like his content. His videos is very awesome and I watch it all the time. Like, it's really good stuff. I just want to diss him because I was pissed off at losing a Nuzlocke. That's why, so don't hate on him. Give him some praise, etc., etc. Nothing else really to say, but I want to extend this end card so I could have that sweet, sweet ad revenue. Anyway, if you like Brandy's stories, Brandy knows her alias now, and Brandy knows that I have an obsession over her, so that's really bad. George is a snitch, and whenever I talk about Brandy, he's gonna snitch on Brandy, so that's about it if you like Brandy stuff. And if you want a threequel, I don't know when that'll come out, but it'll come out sometime. Anyways, talk to you later, bye-bye.